the legs?
Feet.
Feet. Just the feet.
Yeah, well, pata is a foot, isn't it? An animal foot.
Foot. Foot. But only the foot?
Feet.
And what about the leg?
Leg. But that's just the feet.
No, it's a leg as well.
Table leg.
Yeah.
Table leg, but I would call them feet. Yeah. Or I would just call it a tripod.
Tripod.
A tripod.
A tripod.
Yeah. Sorry?
Everything in the correct place again?
Yeah. Yeah, well, you should look for one of those timers that you can plug in. So before you leave at night, you put the coffee in the filter, the water in, you send a text.
Yeah,
I think you can buy them. Or you can just buy the manual ones that you set the time and it just switches on at 8 o'clock. And
so you leave it, switch it on?
Yeah.
And then
on the
socket?
Yeah, and then the timer goes.
But it's connected to the socket.
Yeah.
So
you plug the timer in, and then the coffee machine.
Yeah.
And then you put the time, so you could put like 7:45.
But the coffee machine is connected.
Yeah. But then it only switches on at the time.
Understood.
You
use that a lot in UK?
Well, people use them more when they go on holiday to plug in the lights. So it looks like somebody is in the house.
Yeah.
So they put it on a random pattern. So it might go on at 6 one day, then 7 another, then 8:30 another day. So if somebody's watching the house, they go, Yeah. Okay, well, what we haven't done for a long time is just a quick review of all the vocabulary. So we're going to start doing that with some nice quick questions, to wake you up. Okay,
thank you.
Right, so some of this we haven't done for some weeks. Okay, so ask me if my wages are higher than Cristiano Ronaldo's.
Are your wages higher than Cristiano Ronaldo?
Higher than Cristiano Ronaldo the person, or higher than Cristiano Ronaldo's wages? Higher than Cristiano Ronaldo, possessive S. Yeah. So ask me if my wages are higher than Cristiano Ronaldo's.
Are your wages higher than Ronaldo's?
Ronaldo's? Yeah, good. No way near. Okay, and do you believe there is any such thing as a free lunch?
Do you think it's any...
Well, I'm asking you. Do you think there is any such thing as a free lunch?
Yes, I think... which one it was? I don't remember.
Free lunch.
Free lunch, yeah.
So if I go to a business event and they give me a free lunch, it's just free? There's no obligation or feeling that I need to speak to them?
Yeah, and I think that are things more nicer than free lunch.
There are nicer things than a free lunch?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Okay, ask me if the interest rate at the moment is high or low.
Is the interest rate higher or lower than before?
Okay, you could change it, but I just said, is it high or low at the moment? But it means the same thing if it's higher or lower than before. Yeah, it's higher than normal, really. Okay.
And increasing, yeah. Piece of news.
We did it! Okay. Okay, ask me what the biggest piece of news was this morning.
Which was the biggest piece of news this morning?
Which or what?
I don't know.
Well, in Spanish, you can say which, but in English, we would only say which if it's a choice.
Okay.
So, which piece of paper do you prefer? But if we don't know, then it's just a general question, use what?
What is the piece of news?
The biggest
piece of news today?
Piece of news.
Yeah,
Always news. Yeah, that's why we have to use piece with it. Piece of news. Well, Barcelona, Madrid last night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who scored the goals? Do you know?
Yeah, Messi. Both of them.
Both of them. Yeah. I didn't see the match because I was at my Valencian English intercambio, and I ignored the football for one of the first times in my life. I thought, no, I'm not watching it.
You will have another opportunity next week.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I thought. But everybody's like going, yeah, screaming. I was like, oh God. But then I was like, no, 2 10s, deodits en la main. It's funny. But I can have a conversation now, so it's good.
Good.
Okay, ask me how much the sales tax is in Spain.
How much is the sales tax in Spain?
I don't know. How much is it? What percentage is it? 19, 18%?
I think it's 18% right now.
Yeah, it is. I should know that. I pay that on my bills. Yeah, it's 18%. Yeah. So ask me how much the VAT is in Britain.
Which is what?
Do you remember VAT?
Yeah.
So sales tax in general, but in Britain and in Europe,
you can see it
in business, people say VAT.
Yeah, you can see at the airport.
Yeah.
Many places.
Yeah. So tax-free.
On the stores that you can see that they have tax-free option.
Yeah.
You can watch the VAT.
Yeah, the VAT, the value-added tax.
Value-added tax.
So ask me how much the VAT is in Britain.
How much is the VAT in Britain?
I think at the moment it's 17 because they dropped it when the recession happened. But they're going to put it up to 20%. 20?
Yeah. I thought it was 21. I don't know why.
Well, I think it might be 21.
Yeah.
Possibly, it could be. But that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
That's crazy. Okay, ask me if there are more or less unemployed people in Spain than Britain.
There are many people employed in Britain than in...
What, are you asking me a question or telling me as an affirmative?
I'm asking you a question.
So there are is affirmative, I. But if you say are there, I. So are there. So ask me if there are. You should drink your coffee because it's too long. Okay. Okay. Ask me how many unemployed people there are in Spain.
Well, no, you've changed it.
Yeah, it's easier. It's shorter. It's too early for long questions. So ask me how many unemployed people there are in Spain.
How many unemployed people are there?
Are there? Yeah.
In Britain?
In Spain.
In Spain?
Because in Britain I don't know.
Yeah,
in Spain,
you know that it's 20 million here.
Well, yeah. In Spain, it's going to return to 5 million, isn't it?
Million, yeah.
Like 2 years ago, when the recession first happened.
No, it was.
It was less than 5 million.
Yeah, it was more or less 3.
It was only 3. Ah, okay. So it's going up to 5 for the first time, maybe.
It was supposed we should arrive to the 4 million, and now we are almost reaching the 5 million.
Right. So
which is the
we
20-something%.
expected. Yeah. We expected it would be about 4 million, but now it's going to be 5 million.
That expectation is was not very good.
No, it was a bit optimistic.
Yeah, just a political point of view.
Yeah, well, it wasn't an expectation. It was like, tell them something.
There's something. Yeah.
Just say
anything.
More. 3 million. Yeah. Okay. Do you remember what the dole is? The dole.
No.
Okay. Now we haven't reviewed this vocabulary for a long time, so don't worry. The dole is what we colloquially call unemployment benefit in Britain. Okay. The dole. Do you remember?
The dole,
it's the money you get from the government. So ask me if I have ever received the dole.
Have you ever received the dole?
The dole.
The dole?
Like roll, papel? Roll, dole.
Dole?
Well, in Britain, never.
Never.
In Britain, never. But in Spain, at the start of this year, I received 2 months of dole. 2 months of unemployment benefit. So you have very different systems in Britain and Spain.
Really?
For the dole, yeah.
How it works in Britain?
Well, how... It's a question. Present simple. Work is the verb. So what auxiliary do you need to use? Okay, ask me if I have a pen.
Do you have a pen?
Yes, I do. Ask me if my mum has a pen.
Does your mum have a pen?
Mum.
Mum.
Yeah, she has lots of pens. And ask me where my mum lives.
Where does your mum live?
Okay, so ask me how the dole works in Britain.
How does the dole work in Britain?
Yeah. Well, in Britain there's no fixed period. Because in Spain, if I work 1 year, I can receive 3 months dole. Yeah. If I work 5 years, I can claim 1 year. In Britain, you can...
Which is the maximum period?
You can
two.
There is no maximum period.
Yeah, in Spain it's 2.
Oh no, in Britain there's no maximum period.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's no maximum period. But in Britain, there is more pressure for you to get a job. Like in Spain, well, probably because there's not much work at the moment, they never ring you and say, hey, we have a job for you. Where in Britain, they're like, we have a job, you are correct for this job. If you don't take this job, we will remove your dole, your benefit. But the dole is much less. In Britain, I think it's only about £80 a week. So about €90 a week. And that's it. But it's indefinite. Whereas in Spain, when I was on the dole, I was receiving €1,000 a month.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah,
yeah, it was great. Okay, and ask me what the unemployment figures are at the moment in Spain.
Such a sentence.
Yeah.
Which was the...
So ask me what the unemployment figures are in Spain at the moment.
What is the unemployment?
Well, figures. Because figure, as a noun, would be like the shape of something. But figures would be the numbers.
Figures? To figure something?
Well, to figure something as a verb, to understand something, to try and deduce, to make a deduction. But figures, as an S, could be a plural of shapes, but if it's like this, unemployment figures, production figures, economic figures, it would just be numbers. So ask me what the unemployment figures are in Spain at the moment.
What or which? Countable or?
Well, why which?
Countable and uncountable?
No, that you don't have to.
No, it's because you have another option.
Yeah, there's no other option. We're just asking
a
general question. So what is your name?
What is, yeah.
Now, if I have two names, and I have Eloy and Adrian, so which is your name? But if I don't know, I say, hi, what's your name? So it's a general question. So ask me what the unemployment figures are for Spain at the moment.
What are the unemployment figures in Spain at the moment?
In Spain.
In Spain at the moment.
Perfect. Well, it's going to reach 5 million.
Yeah.
By what? In 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or something? Every day.
It's not like that.
An extra 100,000 every day. Oh, it's being very pessimistic. Okay, right. Ask me how many decks of cards I have.
How many decks of cards do you have?
Decks of cards.
Cards.
Yeah. I don't have any decks of cards. How many do you have in your house?
Decks.
Yeah, decks of cards.
Cards.
Yeah.
Decks of cards.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
What's the best card you can get in blackjack?
In blackjack?
Yeah.
21?
What's that's the best figure, the best number.
Yeah.
But what's the best single card you can get?
It depends. Should be a king or a queen or something that adds you 11.
Yeah. So I would say an ace.
An ace as well.
Because that could be 1 or 11.
Okay, understood.
So that's probably the best card. And then you want a 1, an ace, and then a king. Wait.
Okay.
Blackjack.
Okay.
Yeah. So a deck of cards is what the dealer has. That's the deck. So do you remember you said to me, China, economically and politically, economically they play with one deck of cards, but then politically they have another different deck of cards. Yeah. So at home, I don't have any decks of cards because I don't enjoy playing cards.
I think I don't have any full deck of cards.
The children of Eden.
They break it, lose it.
And is a Spanish deck of cards the same as an American or a British deck of cards?
No, the deck of cards from Spain are quite different from the American one.
Right, a more natural way to say that would be used in adjective. A Spanish deck of cards is very different.
The Spanish deck of cards is quite different.
Yeah, the Spanish or a Spanish deck of cards? Both are probably okay.
Well, they have different ways to draw the figures.
To draw the figures? Yeah, so the design of the cards.
The design, yeah.
Yeah, it's very different, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I don't understand the Spanish cards.
No.
No, I really don't.
Me neither.
No. And when people try to teach me to like play moose and games like that, yeah. And in English I don't understand card games like poker.
Poker?
No idea.
I don't believe you.
Ask me what happens when I play poker.
What happens when do you play poker?
Right. What happens when you play poker? Why do we not use an auxiliary in that structure?
I don't know.
Right, you're correct because I'm always saying auxiliaries. But when you have what as the subject, we don't use an auxiliary.
Okay.
So you would just say.
I will try to remember.
Yeah, it's an exception, but it's not too much of a problem. But if you just remember, what isn't anything, so it doesn't have the right, the derecho to have an auxiliary. It's not important. Okay. So you just say, what happens when you play poker? So ask me what happens when I play poker.
What happens when you play poker?
I normally win the first round.
Okay. Because
people can't read me. Because I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm like, and people are, and they can't. Yeah, they don't understand my facial expression. Yeah. But then after the second round, they're like, yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing, and they know they can beat me. Yeah, I can't remember the combinations. Oh, yeah. Do you play poker?
Possible. No, but I know how to play.
You know how to play, yeah. Which version of poker do you play? Is it Texas Hold'em? I think that's the most popular one. Texas Hold'em.
The one that you don't show any, and the one that you play with different
Texas
cards.
Hold'em, you have 4 cards in the middle, the river, and then you have to match your cards to that one. That's Texas Hold'em. That's the one on television.
That's it.
Or late night television, you can watch that one. But
yeah. Well, we've never played that kind of poker here in Spain until we show it on the television.
Yeah. Well, in Britain, poker was never really popular, but then there was an explosion of the poker on the poker championships on television. Big money, celebrity poker players.
And things like that,
and the I think the internet probably was the key. Because suddenly all of my friends were online playing poker.
Really?
Yeah. Like within 1 or 2 weeks, all of them were playing poker.
Do they make money, or just lose money?
No, they play for very little money. They play for like £1, £2. They don't play the big stakes.
Yeah.
Big stakes poker, no, it's too much of a risk, I think. Okay, and do you think for this group, for this company group, for digital marketing avanzado, and for your individual companies, do you forecast an increase in profits over last year?
Yes, I'm sure about that.
Yeah, okay. And last year, the forecasts that maybe Simone made and the bosses made at the start of the year, did you meet the expectations of those forecasts last year, or did you exceed?
Depending on which line.
Okay. Depending on which?
Depending on which.
On which group? Mini group?
What?
Which product line?
Products line.
Yeah, the product line. Yeah. So which one did the best?
The small and medium business products.
What, a Zongo?
Zongo, yeah. So it's increasing as is what expected to.
So the forecasts were under?
No, it was, well, you must have in mind that our expectations are always very high.
Oh, right. They were very high, or they are very high this year?
They are very high.
But I'm talking about last year. So they were high last year.
It was quite high, and I think we didn't reach the expectations. I mean, the top ceiling of that expectation.
Okay.
But we were making profits.
Yeah. Good. So you forecasted a profit and you made a profit.
Yeah. Okay. Not so much as it was expected.
Yeah.
But it was enough.
Cool. Ask me what my profit forecast is for this year for Maverick English.
What is your profit expected for this year?
Well, forecast.
Forecast? Yeah. What did I say?
Expected. And expected in English, I think it is a word, but we don't use it. It's an expectation.
Expectation.
Expective, I think, is something.
No, I tried to expect it.
Ah, okay.
Maybe.
Right, is that what you meant?
I think so.
Oh, I don't believe you. So ask me what my profit forecast is for this year.
What is your profit forecast for this year?
I have no idea.
That's not a forecast.
Exactly. But it's very difficult to forecast at the moment because every month is just changing every month. So it's very difficult.
What is changing?
The size of the business, the quantity of customers. So I think maybe in August, when I have more time, I can actually sit down and say, okay, in January we did this, in February, and I can work out a ratio of the increases.
Ratio?
Yeah, a ratio. Is it not the same in Spanish?
Ratio?
A ratio. Okay, if you're making pancakes, the ratio of flour to water, yeah, should be 5 to 1. So 500 grams of flour for 100 milliliters of water.
1 to 5.
Yeah. So that's the ratio. Yeah.
Ratio.
Ratio.
R-A-T-I-O.
Yeah, like radio, but with a T.
Radio.
Ratio.
Ratio.
Yeah.
Because the ratio, that pronunciation was not expected.
What would
that.
you say? A ratio?
Ratio.
But do you say that in Spanish?
Ratio.
When you're talking about economics?
Yeah.
Okay. The ratio.
Ratio.
Yeah, ratio. If you think of action,
yeah,
or reduction,
yeah,
it's a bit like that. Ratio.
Ratio.
Yeah.
I saw yesterday that the ratio of customers per developer in Facebook is 1 to 1 million.
What? So the developers in the company?
Yeah, it's 1 per 1 million customers.
Now that's a good ratio for a company.
Nice. It's a very nice one.
Wow.
So, and they are already. It was a very nice video. I will send you the URL.
Ah.
Because they give you 3 different numbers.
Yeah.
And it's very nice. One is that Google is 20,000 employees. Microsoft.
Well, we first say Google has 20,000 employees. Yeah.
Microsoft has 90,000. Excuse me. It's 20 and 90,000. Yeah.
Not 900,000.
No, 900. It's 90.
90,000.
And 20,000.
Yeah, 90. So what
90,000.
Whenever you're reading a number, just forget the zeros.
90.
And just say the first number. So like here it's a 90. So you just say 90. 100,000. 90,000.
90,000.
Like here, you say, okay, the number is 900. And just stop. You say 900 what? Is it million? No. Is it 100? No. Is it 1,000? Yes. 900,000.
1,000.
Yeah.
So Google is 20.
Google has
20,000.
Only 20,000 employees.
Google only. Well,
excuse me.
It's a very nice amount of employees. Very nice.
Come out my mouth. It's like a baby elephant. So how many employees? 90,000. Google 20,000 and Facebook less than 20,000.
How many?
Well, there are 600 million Facebook users, something, or 900 million maybe.
900,000
employees.
Customers.
900 million. Okay. 900,000
million.
Yeah, so you just say the number.
Yeah.
900, and then forget the 900.
900 is the number of employees.
And then
in Facebook.
900 employees, that's it.
Like that.
So they have 900 million customers.
Like that.
And 900 employees.
Like that, yeah. What do you think?
I think that's incredible.
It's incredible.
But they don't need customer service. But Google, they have to provide customer service. They have to provide the Google ads.
They don't do anything. Did you find any place on the Google?
No, but they have a lot more development, though, don't they? They have a lot more development. Facebook is just Facebook. That's it. Was Google are constantly.
Google is having applications.
Mind you, Facebook have the advertising as well, don't they? Yeah.
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 It's incredible. And by the way, they are receiving, people is uploading to Facebook.
People are
uploading like 1,000 photos.
Yeah, photos,
per second.
Jesus.
Per second.
So they only have 900 employees, but they probably have 900,000 servers. Like just.
No, not so much.
Well, not so many.
I watch.
Not so many servers. Accountable.
Not so many. In fact, they've created their own kind of server. Yeah. Built by themselves.
Oh, really?
So just to focus on their expectations of what they need from a server.
Right.
Not a
just their needs.
Regular one.
Yeah. It's tailor-made.
Yeah.
Tailor-made.
Yeah.
You know that expression, tailor-made.
Yeah. No, but I know what you mean.
Yeah. So you could say it's tailor-made.
Tailor-made. Yeah.
Or bespoke.
Bespoke.
Yeah. Or manufactured or made. In-house.
In-house.
So one thing Google is very famous for is promoting their staff in-house. They don't like taking external staff. So like I've read some articles about Google, and like the guy who is the human resources director started as the cleaner.
Yeah.
So they promoted him in-house. So yeah. So Facebook made their own server, and is it a big secret?
No.
The technology they use.
No, they even are using the open source mind, so they are.
So they are even
showing everyone.
Yeah.
How to build that kind of server.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's incredible. By the way, they are doing the same with the data center.
Data
center. Data center.
Well, then.
The data center building.
Cool. So did they crowdsource the technology? Did they just say, okay, right, we're building a server.
You have the maps, the drawing, the technical drawing, and everything from.
That's great.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I was reviewing that yesterday, and I said something is changing.
Yeah.
You know, even they created the first data center. It's huge.
They created.
They create what they
are creating, or they have created.
I think it's open already.
Right, so they have created. Present perfect. Yeah, they have created.
It's incredible.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, I will send you the.
Don't send me the schematics because I won't understand.
No, not for that. It's just if you read, you can go to the technical specifications.
Yeah.
Just to show what they are talking about, and you say it's not possible.
Yeah.
So it's a big secret in other companies like Microsoft.
Oh, Microsoft, no way.
Amazon and so on. But these guys say, okay, we found a way to save like the 3% of efficient energy and 38% speed.
Yeah.
And it's like this. We did it like this.
Yeah, that's really cool. Well, but the thing is, I mean, I'm the companies I follow as inspiration are 2.0 technological companies like Zappos. Yeah. You know, Adrian showed me the video of Zappos. Yeah, wow, it's really cool. You know, and it's like I'm considering when we've got a bit more money, every Friday, no one teaches, and we do a sort of open source thing where we have training for the Maverick teachers, but any other teacher in Valencia is welcome to come and share ideas. Yeah. Now that this is the thing, isn't it? It's like how much do you show to the competition? But like the 2.0 companies, they just go, here it is. We don't care. We have a fantastic product. We will be okay. So yeah, it's I'm thinking
it's another way to do things.
Because in public teaching, people share ideas all the time, but in private teaching, like here in Spain, companies are, they're competition. Right. So I'm just thinking. Would it work, or would it be a disaster? Will all the other teachers steal my ideas?
Maybe.
Possibly. But it could start a new period of caring and sharing.
You will be the leader.
I will be the new Mark Zuckerberg.
For example.
Yeah. Okay, right. Let's go through the rest of this vocabulary quickly. Okay. Okay. Ask me if my shirt is brand new.
Is your shirt brand new?
Shirt.
Brand new?
No, it's not brand new. Ask me when I bought it.
When did you bought it? Buy it.
Yeah, infinitive. When did you buy it?
Yeah. When did you buy it?
I bought it last year. About this time last year. So yeah. Okay. Do you think politicians generally look after themselves?
Yeah, I'm sure that it's the only thing they do.
Yeah, the number one objective. Yeah. Okay, ask me what I was listening to in the car this morning.
What have you been listening?
Am I in the car now, or have I just got out of the car?
You are out of the car.
Yeah, so it's an event that's finished, so we can
Totally.
past continuous is fine,
Yeah.
because it's a continuous action, or past simple. But it can't really be present
What
perfect.
were you listening?
Listening
In the car this morning. Listen to.
always.
Listen to.
Look
the
at,
car?
listen to. Now look
the
at,
car?
that preposition changes, because you can say look up, look over. But listen to, generally, if it's not imperative, you would always say, I'm listening to this. Now if I say to you, listen, there's no to, so I'm just an imperative, listen.
Mm-hmm.
But generally, if you listen to any podcast or watch any video, whenever you hear the verb listen, the preposition will always be listened to.
Okay.
There's very few exceptions. Look at, generally, but that can change. But listen to, you can say listen up. Like listen up, everybody listen up.
Mm-hmm.
But again, that's an imperative.
Okay.
But if it's just a verb in a
Listen.
sentence, most of the time, listen
Listen
to.
to.
So the verb from now on is not listen, it's listen to. It's a new verb. So ask me what I was listening to in the car.
What were you listening
Listening
to?
Yeah.
The radio in your car this morning.
Well, ask me what I was listening to.
What were you listening to?
Yeah, good, because I wasn't listening to the radio.
Oh?
No, I was listening
were
to
you
music.
You wanted to CD or something?
Yeah, I was listening to a CD. Yeah.
Okay.
But then after, for the last 5 minutes, I listened to Canal No.
Perfect.
Hey. Okay. What do you think is the most deep-rooted problem in Spain? Do you remember a deep-rooted problem?
Deep-rooted?
Yeah, it's a problem. It's just like a deep-rooted tree. You can't move it because the roots are so deep. Yeah. So, what do you think is the deepest rooted problem, or the most deep-rooted problem in Spain?
Very nice, very deep question. I don't know. I think that it already is that the people is quite comfortable.
Well, people. So don't say the people. Just people.
People.
And the verb. Is people singular or plural?
Yes. Singular.
In Spanish.
Yeah.
One person. Two.
Person.
People.
Two people. One. Oh, okay.
Persons you can persons you can only use in a very technical legal language, or perhaps if you're a travel agent, to distinguish 5 persons. They're individual persons in a group.
5 packs,
yeah, 5 packs. Yeah, but generally, when we're speaking, would you say people. One person, people, and people are. So, what do you think is the most deep-rooted problem in Spain?
I think that the most deep-rooted problem is that people is not prepared to. People are not prepared to work so hard than another countries.
People are not prepared to work as hard as other countries. Yeah, it's a comparative of equality. So it's not a comparative of superiority. So ask me if I'm as big as Pau Gasol.
Are you? Well, I know it's not. Are you as big as Pau Gasol?
No, I'm not. Ask me if I can drive as fast as Fernando Alonso.
You drive as far as Fernando Alonso?
As far or as fast?
As fast, excuse me. As fast. As Fernando Alonso?
No, I can't. My car would explode.
What, your car?
But my car is very old.
His car?
I would not be able to drive it.
No?
No way.
Just the straight ahead part.
Yeah, the straight. Yeah, but the curves,
no.
The corners, no way. Okay, and ask me if I speak Valencian as well as you.
Did you speak Valencian as well as me?
No way.
Almost.
Yo parle Valencian molt mal.
Well, yo parle.
Yo parle, not parle. Okay, right. Okay, ask me if Belén Esteban is immature. Ask me if Belén Esteban is immature.
Immature.
Yeah.
Is Belén Esteban immature?
Yeah, I think she is. She behaves like a child. Yeah. She is immature. Okay, ask me.
The queen of the people. No.
Oh, the queen of my heart. You know I have a tattoo of Belén Esteban here.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I want to watch it.
And this summer I'm getting a big one on my back. Belén with, what's her daughter? Adriana. Is it? Andreita. I'm going to get a picture of Belén Esteban and Andreita and a chicken. And a chicken for Andreita. Okay, ask me if I have ever been sacked.
Have you ever been sacked?
Sacked.
Sacked?
Yeah, no I haven't. I've never been sacked.
Sacked. It's a synonym?
Yeah, to be fired, to get fired, to get sacked, to be sacked, to be fired. So, yeah, I've never been sacked. Have you ever been sacked?
No, I've never been sacked.
I've never. In my life, present perfect, I have never been sacked.
I've never been sacked.
Yeah, and have you ever sacked anyone here?
Yes.
Yeah?
I had to do so.
Did you have to tell them?
Yeah.
You personally?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. What did you say to them?
Yeah, but this is not the best way to continue. It's not good for you, it's not good for me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Were you quite political? Were you nice?
Well, the question is that it's not a personal question.
Yeah.
It's a business question. So.
Yeah. Ah, okay. Right, and ask me if I am restless.
You are restless?
Are you telling me or asking me?
Are you
restless?
The restless?
At the moment, no. Yeah, I'm quite restless. Yeah. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, restless. Okay. And are you restless?
No, not really. I'm not.
What about your children? On Saturday mornings?
Unstoppable? I don't know if it's a correct word.
Unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me to think of a country. Tell me to think of a country.
To think of a country?
Yeah. Tell me to think of a country.
Think of country.
Think of a country.
Think of country.
Okay. France.
Okay.
Tell me to think about that country.
Think about a country?
Okay. France. Paris. Good food. The River Seine. Wine. Yeah. What else? Berets. Boina. Berets. Garlic. Lots of garlic in the food. Yeah. Bread. Yeah. Moustaches. Yeah. Okay. Think of a country.
Italy.
Okay. And think about that country.
Rome. Venice.
Ah, Venice. Yeah. Beautiful place.
Milan.
Yeah.
Sicilia.
In English, how would you say Sicilia?
I don't know.
Sicily.
Yeah.
Venezia, Venice. Sicilia, Sicily. Yeah.
Sicily.
Cool. And any characteristics about Italian people? Or you're not racist?
Lazy. Mafia.
Okay, right.
Different seas.
Different?
Seas.
The water? Sea.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Right. Ask me if I am overdrawn at the moment.
Are you overdrawn at the moment?
No, I have money in my account.
Overdrawn?
Yeah. Less than zero. Yeah, I have money in my account. I think my English account is overdrawn.
Really?
Yeah, I forgot. And for months. So the interest is probably going to kill me.
Take care of that.
Yeah. Ask me if we are out of time.
Are we out of time?
No, not yet. We still have a couple of minutes. Good. Okay. Right. When will Azongo roll out their new marketing campaign with the video?
I think we already did.
I think we have already.
We have already
done it. Or we have already deployed it, rolled it out.
The video one you said.
Yeah.
You said,
Yeah. With the Lego characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This Monday.
This Monday.
This Tuesday. Yeah. Because Monday was.
So 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, Adrian showed me the video. It's really funny.
Nice.
I love it. It's great. Okay, and ask me how often I overreact to students' mistakes.
How often do you overreact of?
That was a mistake. That was an overreaction. So ask me how often I overreact to students' mistakes.
How often do you overreact of?
Oh, God! Jesus Christ!
It's almost 9. Okay. How often
this time I won't overreact. This time I will be calm.
Where is
so ask
overreact?
Okay, we'll write it down. So how often?
Yeah.
Do you overreact to? So you normally react to something. Yeah, react to something. Overreact to students.
Students.
Because it's plural, so the apostrophe after the S. Mistakes.
You don't write to us. Over students.
No, because it's plural. Students.
But you don't write the other one.
No, if it's one student, my student's pen, John, is one student. My student's pen is there. Okay. That would be apostrophe S. Okay. But because it's plural, it's apostrophe after. Okay. So ask me how often I overreact to students' mistakes.
How often do you overreact to students' mistakes?
Never. Never.
Really?
I never overreact.
He's better student than me.
How are you? Good to see you. Yep.
You learn much more.
What are you doing?
Recording the class.
Why?
Because Eloy is my best student.
I'm going to appear on you too.
we record all of our lessons. I never record you because you're not my best student. So just me and Eloy. Yeah.
Can you see?
Eloy is my example.
Fuck off.
But I've been the
It's for my private collection.
Class with Simone.
With Simone, yeah. First class.
You decided yesterday. It was a great moment. I was there. I said, okay, tomorrow.
Is he literally pissing himself? Do you remember? Yeah. Cool, Eloy. So, if you want to, because it's the long weekend, if you want for homework,
it's been a long month for me.
Yeah, so if you have time, watch a TED presentation that you like, and I don't want you to write a summary.
Yeah.
Don't write it.
Okay.
What I want you to do, watch it maybe twice.
Okay.
And then stop. Don't watch it. Don't do a commentary. Okay. But what I want you to do is take your iPhone, voice recorder, and record your summary of the presentation.
Okay.
1 or 2 minutes. This presentation was by Bill Gates. It was about the crowdsourcing and how it innovated the new technology in Microsoft. Okay. He spoke about da-da-da-da. But just record it. Don't write it. And then we'll listen to it in class, and obviously try and incorporate your connectors. So just have these on the table in front of you, and just when you're talking, say I watched a presentation about global economics. As well, he spoke about technology and the influence on the economy, which means that the two are combined. Furthermore, he explained that governments should influence technology and economics consequently, nevertheless,
Okay.
and just using it like that. But just 1 or 2 minutes recording it,
Okay.
and if you don't like it, you can just delete it and record again.
Okay.
It's very important that we start listening to you speaking English. So then you will automatically start saying, I always make that mistake.
Okay.
But because you're hearing it in your own voice, you start to recognize it a lot more.
Okay.
It's quicker than writing as well.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So
I will try to just
take
with
them
my
out.
kids.
Yeah, if you don't have time, obviously,
Just
don't
with
worry.
my kids
If you-
my
if you
well,
don't-
I have a married this weekend.
A wedding.
Wedding.
Yeah. Wow.
My wife's daughter.
My wife's
My wife's
daughter.
sister.
Yeah.
Not my daughter. Yeah.
Yeah, she's your daughter.
Yeah.
Maybe in a few years.
My wife's daughter.
Yeah.
So
If you want to go on the internet and find some more connectors, you can put them on there as well. If you want.
Right, so.
Yeah, just write connectors English in Google, and you'll find lists.
Not on the oatmeal. Not on the
Not on
oatmeal.
oatmeal.
Okay.
No, but he should do one with connectors. Yeah, but if you don't have time to watch a TED, just do it on anything.
No, that is quite nice.
Yeah, but just do it on anything. Just do it on your day. Today, my son woke me up at 6 o'clock. Consequently, I'm very tired.
Yeah.
Also, I'm hungry at the moment, which means that I'm going to make a sandwich.
Okay.
Just do it like that, about anything you want. Just use the connectors and just start the
I
practice.
will watch some TEDs.
Yeah. But try and watch a TED about something that maybe isn't technology. Something completely
maybe
different.
it's not technology, the one that you saw on TED.
Yeah. Well, what I like about TED, even if it is technology, it's not technology. It's that technology and its influence on making the world a better place.
Yeah. That's because I was telling you the numbers, the figures of Facebook.
Yeah, incredible.
It's not technology itself. It's about a new way of life.
Exactly.
Something is changing.
A new golden period.
Something like that.
We hope.
Yeah, we hope.
We hope. Okay, cool. Do you want to, you said yesterday to record a little testimonial?
Yes.
In Spanish. Is that okay?
Yeah,
cool.
it's
Well,
fine.
I'm just going to press stop so it's set.